what's up guys? Long time no me. I've been just really busy with stuff, so I'm not going to explain it. So I'm just going to kind of go into the whole reptile room update here. New year, so I'm going to try to get this whole fresh start thing going off. I know I haven't made a video in a very, very long time. And I did that whole pixie frog burrowing thing just because that was I felt like just doing something random. So yeah, let's just kind of go up and get started here. I know I said that I was going to explain how what's been going on the past couple months, but I just wanted to kind of get past everything and move on. And we're only going to be showing what's upstairs because the downstairs is being overtaken by my niece right now, who is being a monster. And I'm not going to show Herbert. Everything else, the only reptile that's down there is Herbert, so I'm just going to stick with up here. My collection has shrunk just a little bit, so yeah, let's just kind of do this. Obviously, we got to start with the person that started this whole channel, Fry right there in his hide. He did have a female in there with him, but I donated my two females, the Max Snow and the Tremper Albino. I donated those to the pet store that I normally go to, mainly just because I'm trying to get out of the whole breeding thing. I know I've said this before and then got back into it, but I'm gonna try to sell my rack here. It's just for like a 12 quart, so it could be for corn snake, pretty much any type of reptile that doesn't need any special lighting. So I'm gonna be selling this. I'm not gonna be able to ship it, so if anybody's out of the state of Indiana, I'm not gonna be able to ship it. Shipping for this thing would be an arm and a leg, and personally I don't feel like going over to my neighbors and chopping off one of their arms. Instead of that, I'm just going to keep it around and pretty much just use what I have. I didn't want to put a leopard gecko in there because I think it's just a little bit too small, not enough floor space. And yeah, so I don't know how we got into this subject anymore, but there's Fry, still in there. Coming over here to Cheerios, she has the coolest enclosure. This is my masterpiece, as a lot of you guys know, and I'm going to be keeping it as perfect as possible. I do need to get some more substrate in here. What's cool about this expanding foam is that what's already stuck to the expanding foam, all that clay, that's just like stuck there, so if I vacuum, none of it comes off. I do need to get some more. It takes like 2 bags, about a bag and a half actually, of that clay to fill this entire thing, but it's worth it. I think it looks amazing. Cheerio has yet to master the whole, that right there is a hide, and so far she just goes underneath the leaves, which is fine, whatever keeps her stress free, but it's a little annoying when you make something specifically for that certain purpose and they don't use it. So yeah, whatever. Coming over here, we have my pixie frog char that you guys know that I moved down stairs a while back, and then now I did have my milk snake here, but I decided to sell that because personally I did that strictly to get over my fear of snakes, but I didn't really handle them that much, and I did get over my fear, so I'm kind of over that, done. And I'll explain something else that happened later on. But I explained this in the group a long time ago. I'll give all the information down below so you guys can go join the group. If it's a closed group, so you'll have to ask to join, and then you'll get in. But yeah, I did have my milk snake in here, but now, well, not in this enclosure, my 20 gallon, but I gave him away. So now this is the new home of Char, my pixie frog, which I am actually thinking of getting another pixie frog. Maybe a Pac-Man frog, I'm not really sure yet, but definitely from JelasPhatPhibs, and if you guys don't know them, I'll put the link down there in the sub bar also. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting another one because I'm starting to get into frogs a little bit, and if I don't get a pixie frog or a Pac-Man frog, I might get some of those, I forget, those little tiny like poison dart frogs. I heard they're kind of difficult to care for, but I'm going to try it. So, because I've always just wanted a tank of like full frogs, so and those enclosures always look really cool, so I'm gonna try to do that, maybe not. And also there is going to be something that's right here. As soon as I get this out of the way, I'm going to be putting I'm going to start moving everything around, and you guys will understand more what's going on. But I'm going to be getting well, for one, fish, but then I'm also getting something else. and I'm really hoping this works out because there's a 55-gallon tank that I might be buying from one of my friends, and all the possibilities you can do with a 55-gallon tank. I've always wanted one that big, and I'm finally going to get one, and it's pretty cheap, so I don't have to worry about selling one of those arms or legs of a neighbor again. This doesn't house anything. And down here I have Crush. He has the most boring tank of them all. I just did this last night because I was trying to move everything out of this to give him a little bit more room, and I was gonna put him in one of these tanks, but like set it up like that, but he has this history of eating the substrate, and not just like when he goes after food. I mean, like literally he will just sit there and eat the actual substrate itself, and I really don't understand that at all, because I have this feeling that he's retarded. So I'm just gonna keep him in something like this. That's my phone, and I'm gonna maybe put one more hide in there just for why not. But yeah, that's his simple setup. I have a water dish, which is really a mealworm dish, and that's pretty much it for Crush. Crush is really skinny. I've been trying to fatten him up a little bit. He went through a phase where he'll eat the substrate, but he won't eat. So I'm trying to fatten him up a lot, and I don't really know. I think it's just from being in here pretty much for a long period of time. So I'm gonna try to get him to fatten up onto some waxworms along with crickets, and hopefully that works. And I guess you guys will see what happens too. And you guys remember, wow, it's really blurry, but who cares? You guys remember right here I had a ball python rack. I still have that, it's just in the other room. But my 2 ball pythons died. I knew that they hadn't eaten yet since they were born, and they were about a month old when I got them, and then a couple months later, still they wouldn't eat. I even force fed them a couple times, but temperatures were right, everything. I checked everything. I looked at every care sheet, asking people for advice, and they all give me the same advice they give everybody else, but they both died, and they both died within a couple days apart. And that's pretty much the reptile room, because I don't really have anything else other than the plans that I have for the future. Herbert's downstairs. I'll show you guys him in the next few days, but I'm gonna get these videos going again. It's New Year's, so why not? And I'll see you guys next video. Deuces.